Good afternoon, everyone. We're going to be working on exponents today and reviewing what an exponent is. So what I'd like you to do right now is to turn to the vocabulary section in your notebook, please. Go ahead and turn to the next empty page. Okay? You're going to be writing everything that I have on this board in your notebook. So if you need to pause the video to do that, go ahead and do so now. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and review what these terms mean for you. Today we are going to be dealing with exponents. What is an exponent? Okay, basically an exponent is when we're dealing with two different numbers written in a very special way. Okay, we have two numbers. This is 5 to the 8th power. The 5 in this particular exponent is what we call the base number. This is the base. This should be written in your notebooks. The 8 in this particular problem is the exponent itself. Sometimes we refer to this exponent as the power. Okay, so you can write exponent. You can also write or power. Okay, sometimes you will see that it's referred to as the power of, and that's why I don't want you to get confused with that. Okay, so we say this number like this. We say 5 to the 8th power. You take the base number and you say it with the exponent up here. So 5 to the 8th power. But what we really mean when we say this number is 5 times 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 5. You are taking the 5 and multiplying it by itself 8 times. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We do not mean 5 times 8. That is the biggest mistake that people make with exponents. Okay? So let's go ahead and do a little work together. So flip your folder or your notebooks back over to where we can practice. And I want you working with me on this section. Okay? Time to work with me. Write this in your folder. Okay? 7 to the 2nd power is the same as m. What we mean when we see a problem like this is 7 times 7 equals m. We do not mean 7 times 2. Okay? How do we say this problem? Well, 7 to the 2nd power, because we're reading it 7 to the 2nd power. You read the base number first and the exponent second. Let's go ahead and solve for this. 7 times 7 is equal to what? We know that 7 times 7 is equal to 49. So we can write here that m is equal to 49. Okay? So 7 times 7 is 49. Therefore, 7 to the 2nd power is the same as 49. Let's go down to a new one. I have 4 to the 1st power equals m. What it means is basically 4. Because we only have one of them, we don't have to multiply it by itself. Okay, so we say 4 to the 1st power. Now 4 to the 1st power is equal to m, therefore m must be equal to 4. Because we do not have to multiply that more than once. That's what the exponent tells us. Okay, now 6 to the 5th power, write this down, is equal to m. What this means is 6 times 6 times 6 times 6 times 6 is the same as m. That's 6 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We do not mean 6 times 5. Now for this particular problem, I'm going to have to use my calculator. So what I'll do is I'll do 6 times 6. Oops, let me turn it on. 6 times 6 times 6 times 6 times 6, that's 5 times, will equal, okay, so therefore m will equal 7,776. Okay, that's what I get on my calculator when I multiply 6 times 6 times 6 times 6 times 6 5 times. We say it 6 to the 5th power. Base number first, followed by the exponent. 6 to the 5th power. Okay, now it is time for you to practice. So go ahead and write this in your notebook, please. Okay. There are a few things that I want you to do. You're going to have 2 practice problems tonight. The first is 6 to the third power. In your notebook, I want you to write 6 to the third power. I want you to name the base. Which one of these numbers is the base? I want you to name the exponent. Which one of these numbers is the exponent? And then I want you to solve. 6 to the third power is the same as m, therefore m must be. Okay? When you're done with that, I would like you to write this out in a number sentence that doesn't have an exponent in it. So tell me, what does the number sentence look like for this? What does 6 to the third power actually mean? We did that a little bit on our practice board. If you're not sure, go back and review that part of the board. Okay? So write out 6 to the third power in an equation without an exponent. You'll do that for this problem, and you'll do the same thing for this problem. This problem is 4 to the 5th. You'll name the base, name the exponent, tell me what the value of 4 to the 5th power is, and then write it out without any exponents. You may use a calculator on this part of your work. Please have this done. Bring it to class along with any questions. Okay? Please make sure to write any questions down after you get done, and we'll discuss those in class. Have a great night.